Hello, this is Dr. Rick Hoefer. I'm here with this video to explain the assignment, attend a government meeting. So it's pretty straightforward, except of course that it's a little more detailed than you might think. The actual assignment is in the syllabus. It says attend a government meeting. It's worth 15 points. It's a report of not more than 1,000 words on the proceeding. So that's maybe 4 pages, double space. State why you chose this particular city council meeting and state the city's organizational structure. Now, okay, so it says city twice, but it could be county, it could be state, it could be school board. It just is some governmental body. Then the next bullet point, there are different agendas discussed on a given day. A little bit later, I'm going to show you how I found the agenda for the town of Flower Mound and their city council. So, but you can follow that same process. In your paper, once you've watched the meeting, even if it's live or if it's streaming or if it's even recorded, it doesn't matter. You can do it any way you like. In your paper, identify one social problem attendees are concerned about. How big is this problem? What's the nature of the problem? So the sort of things that people would come to you as a government official and say, we got a problem, we need to fix it. You would want to ask these kind of questions. And if you're being an advocate, then you want to be able to answer these questions. You want to know what the answers are before you start speaking to elected officials. So this is kind of good. You can critique the way that other people bring up their points. The next point is you can discuss the strategies that advocates are using. This is, again, useful in kind of a meta-analytic approach. Not only do you get to see what they're doing, you can assess how effective it is. And in that way, you would be able to be thinking, oh, that was very effective for them. I can repeat that. Or that wasn't very effective. So when I advocate, I will want to not do that. Finally, you'll have a section on, based on what you heard, what are your views? How would you vote if you were the person that was in charge of voting? How does the issue relate to social work values? And things like that. Okay, so as you write your paper, you can see that each bullet point is kind of a section. So you want to make sure that you have all of these sections, and it's best if you use subheaders so that I know what you're talking about. Okay, and that's good in any class paper that you follow the outline provided to you. Okay, so that's the end of describing that, and I'm going to switch next to a search for Flower Mound's council agenda. I live in the town of Flower Mound, so I wanted to find out how I could observe or watch or attend a Flower Mound City Council meeting. I went to my friend Google, I typed in Flower Mound City Council meeting, and these results came up. So it's pretty easy. You just go here to Town Council official website, click on that, and you get the website for the town of Flower Mound. You can do this, of course, for any town or county or place that you want. You don't even have to live there, but just whichever you want. It shows me town council. I scroll down a bit, and it talks about the meetings. The meetings are the first and third Monday of the month. And if you want to know what's going to be on the agenda, you keep scrolling down. Here are the members of the council. And you go to agendas, packets, and minutes. So let's just look at the most recent agenda. You just click there. You can start scrolling down. Now, this one is an amazingly large packet of materials because they're talking about the budget. And it's already happened, but nonetheless, now they have recordings. So if you were interested in this, you could go back and look at it. So this is pretty typical. They have on the agenda the call to order, invocation, Pledge of Allegiance, and then they have an area called public comment. And this public comment is anybody can talk for up to 3 minutes. I'm not sure how that works exactly online, but in person, they would call your name and you would just walk up and start talking. But here, as you keep scrolling, you have announcements, you have the town manager's report, things that are going to come up in the future. And then there's something called consent items. And this is an easy way to get through a bunch of business quickly, because if no one objects, then they're just considered to be approved. And then you have, this is the most important part, the regular items, and this tells you what is going to be talked about. In this case, item number 10, the town budget public hearing. This is likely to have had a lot of controversy. People want to say, "Oh, I need more money for a dog park," or "We need less money on helping the poor," or something. So that's maybe the most interesting part. And anytime that you are listening to talks about budgets, then that's really an important part of social work, is to understand the process of funding various programs. So anyway, that's how easy it is to find out what's going on in a city council meeting and any other kind of meeting. Just Google the body that you want to look at. If it's a county commissioner's court, if it's a state legislature, city council, school board, whatever, they all have this kind of thing. So that's how to find a meeting to attend. And you may have to look through several to find one that you think will have an interesting bit of business going on. But it's there. So keep trying. And the cool thing about them all being streaming now is you don't actually have to go, and they are recorded and you can look at past ones. Any of those is acceptable for this assignment.